good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are in the world today. Welcome, welcome. Manuela Vincent here, back live from Virginia every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. EST. So welcome in, guys. If you are new, drop me the number one. I had a lot of newbies in here yesterday, which is awesome because that says that YouTube is really pushing me out to many, many people. And hi, Lily, how are you today? I love it. Are you just waiting for me to go live exactly at 11? I love it, okay? I appreciate you being here, Lily. It's awesome. So welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are having an awesome Tuesday, a terrific Tuesday, right? There's always a theme to these days, right? Mondays are what? Money-making Mondays or motivational Mondays. Tuesdays, terrific Tuesdays, right? So I like to keep these positive and inspiring and just awesome, right? It's kind of like, if you could see through my window here, it's kind of dreary today. It rained here yesterday in Virginia. So I don't know if I'll be able to do my walks today. See, I always talk about walking on my trails, having the ability to do that because I am home now and I'm able to work my business 2 hours and then do the things I love, right? And so today, I don't know, but I still have to get my walk in. If I can't go outside, I'm gonna do at least my 30-minute inside walk. So yes, welcome in, guys. If you're coming in here, let me know you're here. I know there's a lot of people that watch from the outside. Maybe you don't want to say anything. Maybe you're shy, but let me know where you guys are coming from, right? If you're new, I always repeat this, put a number one. Let me know, if you can. You don't got to tell me the exact city you're in, maybe state. I always just say I'm from Virginia, right? And so I just like to get to know my audience and I want to see who's coming in new. I had so many people new here yesterday. It's crazy. Each and every day is different. See, as a content creator, you're going to learn that your job is to get 1% better each and every day, right? So let's say one of my videos, I'm not talking about lives, but like my regular content that I put out here, let's say it didn't do so great. Maybe one video didn't do so great. Maybe it got lower views or didn't really get many people asking me for my free blueprint. Do I have an upstairs or no? I live in an apartment. See, Lily, we are not going to buy anything until we retire. That's my goal anyways. Yeah, my short and long-term goal is to definitely put the money I make with this business into buying real estate, to buying apartment complexes, because that's cash flow. So no, I'm in an apartment. So it's just, you come in, I'm on the second floor of my apartment and that's it. You come in, you walk. It's a smaller apartment because, I only have one kid left right now at home. So that's all we need. But when we retire, we're going to first and foremost, welcome in, guys. Hi from Tel Aviv, Israel. Hello, welcome. Health and happiness to you, Raider. Thank you so much, Veer. Welcome in, guys. Let me know if you're put a number one if you're new. I like to see who's new in my lives. I appreciate you. But my goals, right? When I joined this business, I had an intention. When I joined this business, I had an intention, guys, because you always have to lead with an intention, right? There's always something that's going to make you want to do what you do every day if you have passion behind it. Yes, Addie, that's a plushie. You're number 3. Jason Shank, what does that mean? I only gave you one thing to say. So are you number 2? Maybe I should say number 1 if you're new, number 2 if you're returning. I appreciate you. So my biggest thing when I first started this program, and we're going to get into that today, is I needed to replace the income that I lost being laid off at the age of 52. I wanted to do that first and foremost because, the bills kept coming in even though my job stopped, right? Can we relate to that? Like the bills are always going to be here. So that was my first strategy, my first steps, right? And now I'm starting to pay down some debt. That's another goal. And then, oh my gosh, look at all the people. Hi, CJ, Bryston. Yo, Manuela, what's your favorite type of soup? I don't have a favorite soup. I don't know if I have a favorite soup. Maybe broccoli and I don't think it's my favorite. It's one of the ones I like. Maybe broccoli and cheese. I like that. And then I do like I like clam chowder. That's pretty good. Lentils good. Yeah, that's a good one. Lentils. Oh my gosh. You're heading to Waffle House. I have never been to a Waffle House in my life. That's so bad. Like where I live, I'm in the Northern Virginia area. I think I have to go to the southern parts of the state to get to a Waffle House. They don't have one in where I live. But I need to try that. When I'm traveling again, I know they have them going down the Florida side, all those great things. Thank you. I'm going to make a broccoli cheese one. Awesome, Mark. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I don't know what this is right here. Hold on one second, guys. I got to do a little blocking real quick. I have no idea what that language is and what it says. I can't understand it. So that's okay. We're going to keep on rocking. But like I was saying, guys, and we're going to get into the topic because I got a hard stop at 12 today, my friends. You guys are so awesome that every day I get so engulfed in the chat that I go over my time limit. So please be respectful. Please don't make me have to block you. And let's just keep it to what I'm talking about today. I love chatting with you guys, but I got a time restraint, right? My job is to work 2 to 3 hours a day, usually two hours. I'm managing 3 of my own TikTok platforms. So it's time consuming because I got to get my content out here. Is it true West Virginia is bad to live in? So look, I'm not gonna diss hard on West Virginia, but they don't have the greatest education for kids. And there's let's just say a lot of what you probably heard is true about West Virginia, my friend. I'm not gonna really talk too much about it, but a lot of what you probably see in the movies is a lot of that is true. I don't know what the best area is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't traveled too many places. So up and down the East Coast, the furthest I've been up north is Massachusetts. You travel through New York to get to Massachusetts because my son goes to college there. So, and then down south, all the way Florida. I've been to California one time in my life, Arizona. But I've never been like in the Midwest state part of the country. But guys, listen. So first of all, let's go back a little bit. I've not been to Texas. I'm praying for them. This is because all that flood situation. I'm not a real big snake person. I don't like snakes. So they have a lot of rattlesnakes. They have tarantulas. I think they do. Not tarantulas. What do they have? The black widows. I don't know. They have some spiders that are crazy there. They jump on you. I'm not about that. So when I found this, my intention was I wanted to try to start to replace the income I lost. And that's number one step, little baby steps. Take the money that I continue to earn and start paying down debt. Still have some for the side to be able to do the things I love. Guys, let me tell you something real quick. I told you guys, I make 900, usually either 900 a week or on a good week, 1,800 a week with this program that I'm in, okay? Maybe some of you don't think that's a big deal. For someone who's home now, doesn't have to deal with a boss, not stressed out, no commuting, enjoying a 2-hour workday. For me, that's peacefulness. Hi, I'm Emily. Nice to meet you, mate. How are you today? Greetings, Z Gamer. How are you? So I'm saying hi to some people, but I'm going to keep on track today. What I want to talk about is I was able to, for the first time in years, do a crab feast. Like, that's a big thing. Maryland, Virginia, the DMV, we call it the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area. We love and we've grown up on crabs, blue crabs, crab legs. That's a big thing here. And so I had not been able to do that in a while with a job. Right? Even before my layoff, I never could afford to do that. So now I'm making this kind of money with this business and it's been blessings to me, right? It's allowed me to go. I was able to, and that crabs aren't cheap, guys. Crab legs, we're talking about 10, 20 pounds of crab legs. That stuff adds up. But I was able to do that because I had the extra now, right? This guy says, I'm curious for education place. Which is the best education? I don't know. Mert, I don't know. I'm not an expert in those areas. And water is great to drink. So I was able to do that for my family, guys. We had a nice crab feast. Okay. It was beautiful. And I just say that to not to brag, but I'm telling you, I hadn't been able to do that in a long time, even with a job, because we live for the bills, paycheck to paycheck, barely making ends meet. To have this opportunity has been a blessing. It's helped me, like I said, pay down some debt, be able to do the extra things that I couldn't do before, like getting some crabs and doing that every July. We do that. So that's a tradition for my family. And not having to say no when my child has to go to a birthday party for somebody else. I was able to get her friend a gift this year. And because, she's a teenager. That's embarrassing. Like, who wants their kid to have to go through that or miss out on those things? So if anything out of this live today, I want to impress upon you that there is a plan B. You don't need to be a slave to a job if you're unhappy. Don't feel like you're stuck, because that's how I was for 2 decades, okay? Yes, they're very good, VK. So let's get into my topic today, guys. If you're thinking of getting a second job, please don't do it. Let's talk about it. Don't get that second job. If you need extra income, this is what I'm going to be talking about today. Okay, we're going to switch things up a little bit, because normally I talk about, I'm going to talk about my 2-hour workday. But this is for anybody who is wanting to replace their 9 to 5. You want a side hustle, anything like that. If income is, you're having a hard time financially, I understand it. I lived it for 2 decades. Okay. In the beginning of my career, back in the day, I know I aged myself here. 1 second, guys. I am 52 years old. I was in corporate America for 2 decades, maybe a little longer. I don't know, but I've been through it all. I started my career in HR, was very passionate about it. And really, in the beginning, when you start your career, you're super excited. You just, take it all in, and you're hoping to get a promotion. You're hoping to move up the corporate ladder and all these great things, right? But that's just not the way we're moving in the world today. 52 wouldn't have thought it. Well, I appreciate you. I thank you. It's the Italian genes in me. Thank you so much. Good morning, Junior Garza. But that failed me very badly, right? And so my mindset, I was always like, okay, 20, 30 years in, that's what most people think. At least the OGs of us do. 20, 30s. There's a guy in our community who was in a job in retail corporate for 25 years, and he was laid off. And he decided at that point he was going to do the same business that I'm talking about, right? He's one of the testimonials in here. It's devastating, especially when you get to be our age, in the 50s, 40s, 50s. Guys, I had a 20-year-old on here who got laid off of his job. I had a 20-year-old on who got laid off his job. And I'm like, what? 20-some years old? Look, 52. It's hard to get another job. They don't want to pay us because we have too much skin in the game. We've been in it for years. They don't want to pay us our worth. They rather pay someone cheaper, bring them in to learn the new skills or whatever. That's how it works. I use makeup. Does that age my skin? I mean, depending what kind of makeup it is, it could possibly. There's nothing wrong with makeup, but you need to make sure you use good moisturizers and things that can remove your makeup at night. I'm not a makeup expert. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm home all day. Every now and then, maybe twice a week, I might put a little something on. But I don't really care about that stuff anymore. Like, I have a husband. I mean, yes, I like to look cute for my husband, but he sees me in all ways, right? Hi, Chris. How are you? He calls me sweet person. How are you today? So listen, guys, the layoff thing is serious. I think Chris and I were talking about this on the one live. It's getting worse. Everybody's getting laid off. So I say this with empathy, my friends, is if you're in a job, please have a plan B action. That was me. I didn't have a side hustle. I wasn't going to get a second job. No way. At my age, I'd be exhausted. I'd be worse. So instead of me going out there and trying to get another one of those, I call it just over broke, because that literally is what it is. You're making the person at the top rich while you're still struggling. I don't care how much you think you make. Look at your 10-9 or look at your W-2 at the end of the year. You're getting taxed on a higher bracket. There's no benefits tax-wise when you work in a job, to be honest, right? So I'm not here to really bash the job, because if you have to do what you have to do, go ahead. But I'm saying you should really be thinking about a side hustle, a business, something you can do for yourself. Build your own wealth. Stop making your employer rich. Okay? So That's why coming on here today is just talk about if you're planning on if you need a part-time job, don't do it. Think about what I'm going to be talking about today, guys. So last year, again, I got laid off at the age of 52. I had no savings, no retirement, no plan B. I didn't know what I was going to do next, okay? But to know that I came out of there with nothing, that's really sad because I never could afford it. We were living paycheck to paycheck. And I have a husband who works two jobs, who's worked two jobs for years. And that still wasn't enough for us. Guys, we live in an apartment. Mind you, where we live, the average apartments are up to 3,000 a month. And we have a 2-bedroom. So that says a lot. And I can't leave this area now. That's why I say I'm waiting till we both retire to leave. I'm waiting for my last daughter. She's going to be 17. She's going to be graduating. Then we're going to decide where we want to go next. I appreciate you, Ian. Thank you. I love that. Yeah, it's the Italian gene, right? So guys, listen. I wasn't going to go back and do another job again. I just couldn't. I didn't want to go back and start over. So I said, let me just go and learn something new. Let me try to do this online space thing. I see other people doing it. There's people my age and older doing it. I don't have to be an influencer. I didn't have a following. I didn't have anything, but I knew what my other skills were from HR, right? Maybe some of that could apply over here, but it's a different world over here. We're talking about digital marketing, right? I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Should I moisturize boy skin? Moisturize is always good, guys. Moisture is always good. You guys are funny. Look, I got to get the elbows lotioned up, you know. Moisture is very good for your skin. So listen, I'm going to go into my 2-hour workday system now. Who wants to hear it? Put a number 2 if you want to hear me talk about my 2-hour workday system. I mean, I don't have to. I mean, if you guys are just here and want to hear me chit chat, but it's not going to help anyone else, like, put a number 2 if you want to hear about. Okay, Chris. Chris says 2, 2, 2, 2. Chris, you already know about my 2-hour system, but it's okay. I still like to talk about it. That's what I come on here to do. I like to educate people, give you some value, have a little chill chat time, right? So guys, listen, when I bought this program last year, I didn't really know I was going to get into this. I really didn't. I didn't know. Rachel, you said 2. Yes. Where did you get the Jesus plushie in the background? I always get so many compliments on that Jesus plushie. So listen, you can get them at Hallmark if you are in the U.S. I don't know if Hallmark's everywhere else. I got this at the grocery store. It was during Easter time. I don't really... what, Kyle? Okay, hold on, guys. I'm trying to be good and not saying too many things because people are watching the live, right? When they watch on the replay. So I got to hold myself accountable. Instead of getting reactive, I'm just going to block. Okay, guys? Hold me accountable to that. So listen, when I found this, I didn't know what I was going to get into. I saw a post, right? And it said, moms, dads, if you're looking for work or you want to look for a part-time, don't do it. Okay? I have something. You only work 2 hours a day. You only work 2 hours a day using your cell phone with Wi-Fi. You have the opportunity to make from $300 to $900 a day using your cell phone. I said, sign me up, please. Sign me up. See, I'm the kind of person that I was desperate at that time. I knew I wasn't going to go get another job. I wasn't going to go outside the house. I'm tired of that train, that struggle bus. That was me, though. The average person is going to keep going and getting another job because they don't know anything else. They think everything online is a scam, guys. So I was open-minded, right? I can't give you a speech on being happy. That's something that has to come within, my friend. Get up and look forward to your day. Pray to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? God put you here for a purpose, not to be unhappy. If you're in an unhappy situation, get out of it. My job made me unhappy. Thank the Lord I got laid off. That pushed me to this. No one can help you be happy but yourself and God Almighty. If you can change one thing in your house, what would it be? I would love to get a bigger place. That would be one thing. And that's what I'm going to be working towards. I don't want to do that now because I have one kid left at home. Like I said earlier, we're going to retire. We're probably going to do RV life before we buy a house. So my goal is, like I said in the beginning of this live, with the money I get from my business, I'm going to, once I pay my debt off, I'm going to be able to buy homes in different places. I'm also going to, I'm also going to look into buying like apartment buildings, complexes, and owning those. That's cash flow. Guys, I have so much up here, one step at a time. You can be happy through challenges through God Almighty. Amen, Chris. Tell them. Because you know what, guys? There's always going to be a challenge in your life. He's testing you to see what you're going to do about it. He's testing you to see in the Bible, it even says you're always going to have trials and tribulations. How are you going to handle them? I listen, guys. Now is the time to get into your Bible. I'm not going on a Bible rant here, but if anything I say today, please get in your Bible and start reading some passages, because a lot of what we're seeing in the world today is relevant. The Bible is telling you things. That's all I'm going to say about that, okay? Amen. God is everything. Love the Lord. Have you seen? Okay, so I'm going to keep going, guys. Listen. So when I decided to look into this program more deep, I asked her for the blueprint details, because she said, comment the word blueprint, I will give it to you. Because I wanted to see, what is this 2-hour workday thing? How are you able to make $300 to $900 a day? What are you doing? What does it involve? I had all these questions up here. So I said, just let me get this blueprint. Send it to me. So that's what she did. That was on Facebook. She DM'd me the link to the blueprint. See, what I like about this program is I don't have to really DM, but if you know me on Facebook, we're personal, that's why I would accept the DM from someone like that. But this business has taught me I don't have to chase family and friends. I don't have to DM people. I don't have to pick up a phone to make a sale with this or anything, because I have automation behind everything. Okay. So this is why I started this. It was a blessing. So when I started it, I got the program. I paid it one time. I paid a one-time fee for my program, a one-time fee for my websites that are already done for you. It's like a business in a box. I plugged into the training immediately because I just purchased it. I'm not that person that's going to sit on something when I invest in myself. I needed something quickly. So that's what I did. I got into the training in the back office. It said, hey, start here now. Step 1, get started here. Understand, my mentor was talking in the video saying, this is what this is. This is what the Legacy Builder program is. This is what you're going to learn. Step 2, go here now to set up your website. You're given a website. Go here, set up your payment portals. Click the button here, pause and play. That's how easy this is. Very beginner friendly. I needed that. I came from a corporate job where someone was telling me what to do on a daily basis. Now, guys, look. I'm a boss lady for myself. I have to do my own stuff, but I still need accountability. I have a mentor. My mentor is a $6 million mentor. That's who I'm learning. She's pouring into me. I come back and I pour into you guys. I tell you what this is about, literally, how I started. Okay. And I've learned so much stuff in this program, guys. It's allowed me to grow my YouTube. It's allowed me to be more confident on camera. Right? These are the things you're going to learn if you decide to buy one of the programs, right? So that's what I did. My birthday is in a month. Okay, well, we'll wish you a happy birthday when it comes, Lily. And so, listen. Yeah, my daughter's birthday is in August 28th. And so she's going to be 17. And so I plugged into the training. I've learned these skills. This system, the first part of the training is going to teach you, first of all, because we want to get you in profit mode within 7 days. We have something in this program called Launch to Profit in 7 days. It literally is exact steps my mentor used. And she's sharing it with us to start seeing your income come in. First, you want to get your investment back, which I did in 7 days. And so after that, you're going to start being in profit mode because you're going to follow that to a T. You're going to consistently keep doing this. So we work a 2-hour day. It's called the 2-hour workday system. The 2-hour workday is this, okay? Everybody in our community is doing the same method. Nothing here is different. It's just your message is going to be different, guys. Your message is going to be different. So for instance, I create 3 videos a day, 3 short videos, not long-winded videos, not no hour, 30-minute videos. I don't have time for that. I have a 2-hour workday. So what we're going to teach you to do is put your camera on, do a 5-second video. I know it's quick. You're not going to be able to say anything. It's going to be text on the screen real quick. You could be pointing. You could be having a cup of coffee, smiling at the camera, smiling in the video, and then there's text on the screen talking about how you were burnt out mom working 9 to 5, you was thinking about getting a part-time until you saw this come through. I said, man, I can't do a part-time. I gotta be home with my babies. I need something better. So I decided to find this program online. I plugged into the training, and it's taught me high income skills. It's taught me how to use my cell phone, working only 2 hours a day, doing some copy paste ad strategies. Then I have an automated system that does a selling, telling follow-up. So I don't got to get on a phone, chase people down. It's not affiliate marketing, network marketing, or even MLM. We get 100% profit here, just like this. Ding, I got a $300 sale on the screen, a $900 sale on the screen, a $600 sale on the screen, right? Exciting. If you want to learn these high income skills that I've learned, to be able to not have to go back to a part-time job or a job ever again, down in the comments, put the word blueprint. I'd love to share this with you. It's as simple as that. I could be saying that in my video, which I do, but I talk about me being retired, being let go at the age of 52. That's my story. I was just giving an example of someone else who might be on here. I don't know what your stories are. I don't know if you're in a struggle. I don't know if you're in a struggle, my friends. My job is not to get everyone in this business, because I know every 16 plus people on here, 21 now, that keep coming in and out. You guys are watching me for a reason, I'm assuming. I don't know if you're trolls. Some might be trolls, some might be whatever. But I come on here to talk to those 1, 2, 3 people that would love to learn about this amazing opportunity that has changed my life. And I share with you what I do, what I've learned in the program, what you'd be doing. That's how it works here. Chris says, I have a great job, but would like make more. See, that's what I'm saying, Chris. I don't know if you saw this, Chris. I don't know if you're interested in social media. We had old elderly people in this that don't know about social media, but they needed to they didn't have a retirement. We're talking about Walmart greeters that got laid off. People that don't know anything from nothing online, but they knew they needed to replace that income they lost. So they decided to jump in on it. This literally is beginner friendly. You don't have to have any social platforms at all. You're going to start from zero. That's how we like it. And matter of fact, you're going to start from day one, and we're going to teach you the fundamentals of everything you need to know. So Chris, I don't know if you've been to my blueprint. I don't know. I don't know if, I appreciate you being on here. I just don't know if you've ever looked at it. Is it something you want to do? I'm not sure. I get so many different people coming on my lives, and sometimes they're looking for this. I had a gentleman yesterday who came on my live. He wants his wife to do this, and he was very excited. So he's going to probably be signing up. You know, I don't look on here. It's not just about the bottom line money, guys. I want to help families. If you're struggling, there's no need to struggle. You don't got to get a part-time job. You just have, there's 3 things you need to do with this business, guys. It's right there, Chris. I just dropped it again for you, and I pinned it. You see it? And also and you're my number one fan, Chris. I appreciate you. It's showing me that you're my number one fan. You're my top fan. I appreciate you. I don't know if you can see that on your end, but it's showing me that you are, because you come to my lives a lot. It's right there, Chris. Awesome. I appreciate you. And a lot of people say they can't get to it. Just type in www and the rest. Try to think a little bit, people. Some people have troubles with that. I don't know what it is. I try everything I can before I say it's not working. It's not working. So 3 things you need, guys. You need to have 2 hours. You can do this in the nooks and crannies of your day. If you have a job, God bless you. If you want to keep your job, God bless you. You can do this around your job. We have plenty of people doing it right now. They do this on their lunch breaks, some videos. They'll do their copy paste ads in the nooks and crannies of their day. They'll wait till they get home to do it, guys. Social media is 5 billion people. You always have time to get online. Think about it. There's people all over the world coming on at different times. So there's really no excuse for that part. So you have to have the 2 hours. It's not going to work if you don't dedicate at least 2 hours to it. You have to be consistently posting these videos, 3 videos a day. your struggle. So Chris's example is he needed some extra income. I love my job. Let's say Chris, I love my job, but I was looking for a way to add some additional incomes without going to a part-time job. I don't want to leave my home. I don't know if you have kids, Chris, but I'm just gonna say I'll add that in. I didn't want to be leaving my wife with the kids all the time. I want to be present for my kids. I don't want to leave the home to get a part-time job. I needed to have an additional income. So that's when I looked online and I found this program. And this program has taught me high income skills. It's taught me how to use my cell phone, work only 2 hours a day, recording relatable content on these platforms, then doing some copy paste ads for 30 minutes. And then after that, I have an automated system that does a selling, telling follow-up for me. It literally talks to my potential customers so I can just sit back, enjoy life, spend time with my wife, my girlfriend, do the things I love, go travel, do the things I love, and still know I'm going to be bringing in a predictable income up to 100% profit, right? Anywhere from 300 to 900 a day. How could that change your life? Anybody out here, you're looking for a part-time job? I've got you. Down in the comments, put the word ready. I'd love to share with you my freedom formula blueprint. Chris, boom. It's not hard. You just have to speak your story a little bit. What was your reason for buying the program? I always refer back to that. I can tell you that what my reason was when I bought this program. Well, first of all, I was desperate. I didn't want to collect unemployment. I needed to still bring in an income. I still needed to bring in an income, right? I didn't want to go to a part-time job or keep going and looking for jobs where I was getting rejection after rejection after rejection. That does something to your mental. So I saw that and I said, that money looks mighty good. So for me, I am a little money driven. And I needed to get out of my situation. That's why it worked for me for the first week, because I said, I'm going to get my investment back. And after that, it just started flowing in. I started getting more sales. So everybody has their own story. That's going to be your perfect customer. You're going to help the moms, the dads, Chris. He says, I have a child, I need to be home and be there for. That's your story, Chris. That's your story. You don't have to have a story where it's woe is me. You don't have to be like that. You be your authentic self on the camera and you say why you decided to join the program. My name is Chris and I have a full-time job, but I needed to, I didn't want to leave the home because I have a child who needed me to be present for them after school. And I didn't want to get a part-time job. So I saw something online and I invested one time in it and it's taught me these then you're giving the other people that are watching you the solution, Chris. You found the solution now. Now you're helping others. See, we help people. It's not always about the money. Money is great, but I want to help other moms and dads know that there is retirees that don't have a retirement. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I help everybody. But I know a lot of the people that come to me are in that situation where they don't have a retirement. So many people are getting laid off. That's why a lot of people are coming to me. I have people on my videos on TikTok saying, please help me. I just lost my job. Since January, I've been out of a job. So those are the people I want to help. I want you to learn the skill, but it does take 3 things. Again, you have to have a 2-hour workday. You have to figure it out. If you work a job, do it in the nooks and crannies of your day. Number 2, you must be willing to follow daily videos. Like, you're going to be given a daily video by our mentor. Every day I go and watch those videos. Those videos help me to improve my content every single day. Thank you so much, Jay. Is it Jay or Jai? Jay, I appreciate you subbing. Every day those videos help you. They help you get better in your content every single day. You're going to take something from there and implement it. Jay, what's up? And we put it right into our video content. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you're going to learn here. So you must be able to watch this training. Then your other part of your program is going to be a complete self-paced program. What you're buying, it's all self-paced. So you can go at but the first step is getting your website set up, getting into the daily videos each and every day, doing your 3 videos a day on any platform you choose. I feel like TikTok's a gold mine, my friends. It's the best free leads out there. I'm getting so many people asking me for details. But if that's not you, don't worry about it. Start with one platform. Start with one you're comfortable with. You work to others when you're mastered the one. That's what we'll teach you. I'm on all platforms except for I don't do X. I do. Facebook's always been my main one. I've dabbled in Instagram, so I do reels now. But TikTok is my main platform where I post my 3 videos a day first there. And then I have a system that repurposes them to all the platforms, like here. Discord, maybe. I've heard of Discord, but I haven't plugged into that one yet. Can you go live on Discord, Chris? That's so weird, Chris. Chris, that website shouldn't do that. Oh, it said you're saying the link takes me to a web search showing your profile. I don't understand it. Hold on one second, Chris. Let me show you. I'm going to show you my screen real quick, okay? Look, guys. Do you see my website here? https:// www.manuelavincent.com. This is what you should see, Chris. You see? Go to this. It shouldn't take you to a web search unless you're typing something in wrong. And it's on my header. Up here. Let me go to my page. Let me go to my page, guys, real quick. If you go up to my name and here, look. These are all my... It says 30K in 90 days blueprint. That's the one you want. You click this one. I don't know. You might have to do it after the live. I'm not sure. These are all my handles, guys. You can find me on these other platforms. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. But when you click this, Chris, it opens up. I don't know why everybody's saying it. See, it opens right up. So I'm not sure what's going on. All right. Okay, I'll try a different browser. Yes, copy and paste it. I think somebody said that worked before. So you have to have the 2 days. Let me reiterate, guys, the people coming on now, okay? 2-hour workday. You're going to do some copy paste ad strategies. That's free websites that we give you, 200 free classifieds that you're going to copy and paste to. They're already given to you. You don't have to pay for any ads, nothing like that here. The only thing you're paying for is your program you're going to choose. I have 4 programs. You're going to buy that one time, and you're going to pay a one-time $39 for your website that they already create for you. But the free website classifieds, you're already going to be given those. They're inside. You're going to create an ad. You're going to plug in 30 minutes a day, copy and paste. That's how I started. That's how I started. So between my 3 videos a day and the copy paste ads, that's when I started to make the income, right? But then I started to get bold and beautiful, and I started to come live. I don't do copy paste ads. Now, sure, I could fit it back in if I want to, because why? That's going to be more eyes on my opportunity. But I choose not to do that because I really want to stick to my content, be outside making more content, because I know more people are coming to me with my content. They like what I'm dropping. So for me, I'm going where I can produce the most things and get more people attracted to my stuff. But you start there. That's the foundation, my friends. I didn't go live in this for 9 months. 9 months. I was nervous. 9 months. You start where you're at. We'll meet you where you're at. You don't got to go live to make money with this. Believe me, I didn't in the beginning. I like lives because I come on here every day. I got people that come back and talk to me. Mr. Chris here, and we got Lily, and I got some new people every day. I get new people. I like to engage with people. I want you to see I'm a real person. I have struggles just like you. And that's what the relatability factor is very important with this, because you're going to get to know, like, and trust me. So you'll put your email in there. And guys, don't worry. If you don't like what you see in here, these aren't Dollar Tree, my friend. It's a real eyeglass place. Oh, goodness. My bot did the work. Okay. So anyways, and that has nothing to see how people are, guys. This cracks me up, but I don't care. I love doing my lives. That doesn't mess with me anymore, okay? Today is a positive day. So if you don't like what you see after I go through the details of this program, after you put your stuff in here, hold on one second, guys. 1 second. Give me 1 second because I got to do something. Oh, I didn't have to do it. It did it for me. Hi. I love it, guys. So if you don't like what you see, because I keep getting interrupted there, if you don't like what you see, you can opt out. Like any email. Any email, guys, if you put your information into anybody's a capture page and you don't like what you see in there and you don't want to get an email from me, because you're going to get an email from me for 30 days. The first one you're going to get is the free blueprint. So Chris, if you go there, that's what you're going to get. My free blueprint is a gift to you. It's a valuable gift. It's going to talk about this program. You're going to watch a couple videos, me talking about me a little bit. You always hear my story. Then I'm going to have you listen to my mentor, who's a $6 million earner. And then after that, you're going to hear from a couple other people who are 6 and 7 figure earners in this business. Then you're going to be directed to look at the programs. And then you decide if it's for you or not. If you don't want to purchase, don't purchase. If you want to learn and earn and learn digital skills that are in high demand right now, these are amazing skills to know right now. Digital marketing is expected to be a $1 trillion industry by the year 2027. It's 1 billion right now. So if you don't want to do that and you don't want to buy, then you don't have to. You just get out of my email list. You can opt out if it bothers you. But I love this because it's rejection free. I don't have to hear the no's. I see when my leads come in. I'm averaging 20 to 30 a day, my friends. That's what you want in this business. But it's easy to do when you follow this structure. So again, I keep getting interrupted here. Two hours a day, copy paste ad strategies, and you must be coachable, guys. I don't know if I can stress that enough. Can you guys be coachable? You don't really need to sell. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't sell. You know, when I think of selling is, hey, sorry, Chris, I got a voicemail coming in. I keep getting interrupted, but I can't put do not disturb on because then you guys can't hear me. I always have audio problems. So Chris, that's what I liked about it, because I'm not a salesperson. You know, like with network marketing, I don't know if you're familiar with it, or MLM, and I'm not knocking those, but it is very salesy. Because you have to DM people, you have to go in. I know on Facebook, you have to say happy birthday, my friend. Even though you don't probably mean it. I have a program or a product that I'd like to share with you. Would you be open to listening to a little video? You know, like, I don't want to do all that. So that's why I like this, because I'm not selling. So what you see me doing, Chris, like on my videos, like I just told you how your videos will be short, 5, 30 seconds, 1 minute. You're literally saying what your struggle was, why you decided to get this program to learn these digital skills, okay? Let me tell you why it's not selling, Chris. I'm trying to explain it to you. This is a good question. So you're doing your video, right, Chris? Talking about why you didn't want to get a part-time job. I found this program so I don't have to leave the home. I want to be with my child at night. It's very important for me as a father. I don't want to lose time, precious time with my kids. So I plugged into this training and it's taught me these high income skills. It's taught me how to do the 2-hour workday, using my phone, creating relatable content on social media, and then sending people to a free blueprint. If you want to get these details to learn how to make 100% profit, only working 2 hours a day with your cell phone, down in the comments, put the word ready. I'd love to help you, right? That's called attraction marketing. Because see, you're not sending anybody anything before they ask you. That's why it's not selling, Chris. Because you're attracting your perfect customer to you. You're attracting other dads, even moms, that want to not have to get a part-time job. Maybe they're working a part-time and they don't want to do that anymore. So people are going to start asking you for your blueprint. Is what I sent. You have the same blueprint I'm going to have. This is the same one. All you do is set up your little domain, daily pay with Chris. I'm giving you an example. You send them to yours. They're going to come in. They found you from your video. You didn't send them a DM. You didn't pick up a phone to talk to them. They're asking you. That's the difference. When you're selling something, you're pushing that on someone. That's why I like this, because I don't sell to anyone. So now when they put their name in there, their email, the system's doing the telling and the selling. You're not having to do that. They're going to get an email every single day for 30 days from you, Chris, but you didn't send anything. We have 30 campaigns that you're going to be given free, included with the program. You click a button, they go into the system. I don't know if I showed you guys that. I want to show you the automation behind this. Hold on one second. Let me get to it real quick. But the automation, literally, you're getting the 30 emails. They're already done for you. You can personalize them. You can put a picture of you and your kid on there, you and your whoever, yourself. You personalize them to how you want to in the bottom, but the context and the text is already there. Okay? That's what I love about it. Oh, my dashboard. Let me show you real quick. Let me pull this up. If it opens, everything's so slow today. One second. Well, this is your dashboard. This is where your leads come into, right? And then it's called system.io. You all going to get this. It's free with your system. I have so many things open right now. It's not letting me get to it. I just, when it opens, I'll show it to you. But right now it's taking its good old time. One second. So what happens is they're emails. They're just emails that talk about they're emails that talk about the $900 paydays. It talks, you get the free blueprint. Everybody who comes in was going to get your free blueprint. That's the first thing they get. The document. It's a PDF document. And then it talks to them about the program a little bit. Okay, it did open up. Hold on one second. Okay. And then every single day for 30 days, they're going to get a new email with a subject line that's very attractive to your potential customer. See, look. See, the first one is the blueprint. The second one is let's talk about what your, I don't even know what the rest says. I don't want to open them all up, but the next one is I was right where you are. That's like storytelling. And you can change this to be your story. But there's already something in there pre-written. Why the excuses will keep you probably broke, I would say. How $900 a day will change your life. Are you making this? $50,000, right? Do you do audits for prospective clients, same as class audits in college? I don't do audits. I'm not sure what you mean by audits. Oh, so what I do a clean out every 30 days. Every 30 days, I'll go through my list, through the contacts I have, and I'll go and see if they've opened up any of these emails. Because you're going to learn this too. Our mentor taught us this stuff. You'll go in and you'll go and see if they've opened any emails at all. Because, that's crazy. Because beyond these 30 emails, I'm also sending a newsletter every week. I'm giving value. I'm sharing what this has done for me and my family. It's not always about selling, but living in their shoes, so to speak. And that attracts more people to come and respond to me, telling me, oh, well, I can't get started right now because maybe I got laid off, but I would love to do this. I get a lot of people like that too. And I come back to them and I give them a personal message in a video and I explain to them that's where I was. So you saying that you can't do this means that you really need it because you're going to continue to stay broke. This is the best time to do it. Find a way. Come up with the money. There's always an excuse, guys. We have many examples in our community of people that didn't have the investment. I have payment plans. I always put that out there to people. You can start on a $900 program, which is one of my 4 programs, with as little as $55 a month, 18 months spread out through a Klarna. Or Afterpay, $75 for 12 months. There's always some way to do it. People just don't know how to put that in perspective. You'd be quick to put that down on something else. You're always going to find a way to put what you think is important above other things. Can we be real about that for a second? What I think is important might not be what you think is important. So for me to invest in myself so that I would need extra payment plans. So outside of the ones I have in my program, I have Klarna and Afterpay. You can also try Zip Pay and the other ones. You would have to just use my link on the checkout page to plug into those. I know Zip Pay does very well, but I think you only can do up to, I don't know how they base it on. I don't know if it's up to $600 that you can do, right? I don't know. You'd have to check into that. But let me just explain this to you. There's always going to be something that you prioritize more over something else. For me, I knew this was it. I wasn't going to keep sticking in a job just to be replaced again. And I knew that I could do that. I tried Affirm at the time, we don't do that on this now. They won't let me do Affirm with this anymore. It's Afterpay or Klarna. Affirm let me get started with 0 down, guys. And my credit wasn't even that great at the time. So I don't know, but I was able to do it. And then by the time the first monthly payment came, I paid it off because I got my investment back. So there's always a thing to do. There's always going to be a way for you to come up with the money. It's just how badly do you want it, Chris? I don't know. How about Jay? How badly do y'all want to do it? If it's not important and it's not a priority to you, then you're not going to do it. For me, it was it. That's why I said I'm going to find a way. If I couldn't have got approved from the payment plans, I was going to sell things in my house, things that don't make me money. People in our group have done that to get started with the $300 program. They looked around the house. They sold things on Facebook Marketplace. That's what they did. See, I always tell people, you'll come up with money when it's something that's not as important. And I'm not even lying there. That's the facts. Okay. So let's keep going. The system does the selling and telling for you, Chris. So Chris, I'm saying this with all respect, is I feel like there's a little excuses in you right there. But my job is not to sell to you or to push you. I don't know your financial situation. Just like the lady who sold to me, she didn't know my financial situation. I knew I loved what I saw and I wanted to get started. And I said, what am I going to do it? Right? If I had to borrow the money, I would have done that. Luckily, I got approved for a payment plan. So what I'm hearing from you, Chris, is that you're a little excusey there. From your comments, your first comment was that you didn't, it was about social media, I think it was. I don't remember what it was, but there's always going to be an excuse if you don't want it. So that's my only thing to you today is take some time to take a look at the information and decide if it really is going to be for you. Are you willing to dedicate 2 hours a day? Once you buy your program, you just invested in yourself. Are you going to plug into the training? Are you going to follow the day-to-day daily videos? Are you going to listen to our $6 million mentor? Are you going to do these 3 videos a day consistently till you see results, not stop? You see, I get people to join me. You're paying court costs. That's what I'm saying. I understand you have a struggle too, just like most people do. I'm paying court costs on top of bills, so there's a little reluctance. I see your reluctance, but I don't see how that's changing. You obviously need something, right? So you have 1 or 2 choices. You can continue to try to find another part-time job, which you said you can't do that because you have, see what I'm saying? You're almost backed in the corner. For me, I had to help my husband. He doesn't make enough for us to sustain livability. I was always the one that brought the most income in. That's why for me, I knew I couldn't go to another job. I wasn't even getting hired anyways. This was it. So I hit it hard, right? And of course, there's no guarantees. I get your reluctancy, and I know there's many people struggling financially, but what is this guy talking about? See, that's what I'm saying, Chris. Like, what? They're always assuming. And first of all, I'm not even Hispanic. I'm Italian and Black, born and raised U.S. citizen. Thank you so much. My mother was an immigrant. Let me get this person out of here. My mother was an immigrant, but she came in and she did it legally. She wasn't illegal. She married a U.S. citizen. So get out of here with that stuff, man. That stuff is crazy. Anyways, listen, guys. I don't have too much longer I can talk on here, but let me talk about the 4 programs. You're going to, like I said, 2-hour workday, copy paste ads, email people that ask you for the details. Your system's going to do the follow-up for you. It does 98% of the work so you can enjoy life, and you're going to be able to bring in commissions that way, 100% profit, anywhere from $100, $300, $600, and $900, depending on which program you purchase, guys. 4 programs I got for you today, and then I'm going to be getting off this live, okay? You decide which one you want, if you want it at all. My job is to educate you on here, let you know what's helped me, what I love to do, and then that's it, right? And I let my system do the rest of it for me. So, excuse me. First program is $900 one time. If you want to make $900 commissions, you have to buy that one. There's no if and buts about it. If someone comes to your system and they say they don't want that one, they can buy the 600 if they want to. They can buy the $300 one or they can buy the $100 one, whatever one they want to buy. But you at least positioned yourself at the highest program level so you can get any of those income streams. Plus, for one time 900, you're getting all the programs. That's why it's a no-brainer. That's why I get so many of those. They're like, why would I go for the lower one? I'm going to try to do a payment plan, or I'm going to borrow the money. Or some of them, they have a job, so they're able to put that money right to the program. I don't know anyone's financial situation, Chris, and you didn't really need to share that. I apologize if that bothered you. You could have just emailed me, and I pray for your situation because I know it's hard, right? And I get the reluctance. I just think this is a really easier than having to get a part-time job, but that's your decision. You and your family have to make that decision. Next program. Thank you, Chris, for the sub. I appreciate you. Next program is $600. That allows you to earn 631. Because see, when they come in your system, if you join at the $600 program, they only have 3 options to choose from. That's 3 income streams for you, though. Nothing wrong with that. The next program is $300. It's called the Passive Daily Blueprint. That gives you 2 income streams, $300 and $100 sales. We had a gentleman come in. He loves his job too. He just wanted, and instead of going to get a part-time, he said, I want to do this so I can have extra income to take my child and myself to camping trips. His job, he didn't want to come in making millions with this, right? I have big goals. I want to make $328K a year. I have big things to do, my friends. I have to retire my husband by the end of this year. I have to start to build for our savings and our retirement fund. I want to buy additional homes. And then from that income, I'm going to get apartment complexes. I have so many things I want to do. So my dreams and goals are bigger than maybe your desires. You come in with what you do, whatever your goals and dreams are. Like Chris, he wants to get out of this situation. The court costs are killing him. He needs a part-time job. So he wants to be with his child. How many men can relate to that? That's a relatable story, Chris. That's why I pray that you're able to do this because, man, you can take that far. You could take that far. I like to help people. I'm going to be I've already started to create my own community where I'm going to give extra mentorship. And that's going to be free to the first 50 when I get it ready. OGs. I will keep praying for you, Chris. And then I'm going to have people that'll be able to pay for learning how to do TikTok from me because I'm doing very well with it. That's going to be a one-time payment. I might make it monthly. You understand where I'm coming from with this? Multiple streams of income. Everything you do, guys, when you have a skill, take that skill and monetize off of it. I can help you with Discord when ready. No rush. Oh, yeah. I think my teenagers know about Discord. I just never asked them to help me do it. But I'm going to look into it. I appreciate you. So guys, those are the 4 programs, okay? It just depends on what you want to do, what you want to learn from, how you want to earn from it. We have people that come into this that they don't really care about selling our digital programs. It's already done for you. Someone else created it. We just sell it. We use our platform and just talk about our struggle, why we decided to purchase it, help solve problems. That's what we do on these platforms. And then we're telling them where to go to get more details. And if you don't want to sell the programs that are in there, we teach you how to make your own products and services in the program. You're going to learn how to brand yourself. You're going to learn how to build an online business for yourself. You're going to learn how to monetize off of these platforms, guys. My next step here is YouTube monetization. I have 2,000 more. I think I got to do it by by 2,000 more views, watch hours that I need to go to hit my goal. I'm hoping to do it by the end of the year. That's why I go live too. It helps me because then I can monetize off of my videos. That's an extra stream of income, guys. That could pay more grocery bills. That can do many things. So I hope that helps, guys, for you to understand what this is all about. I got to really jump off of here. If you have questions about anything I talked about today, normally I go a little longer. I'll show more. But today I really got to get on this mentoring call. My Legacy Builder call. That's the $900 program. When you get that, you're able to get in these calls and we talk to our mentor live, okay, every Tuesday. So if you have questions, go to the free blueprint. I dropped it there. I pinned it. You can email me, guys. I answer emails. Ask me questions privately, and I'll get back to you. I'll even give you a personal message on a video if I have to. All right? So I hope that I've helped you guys today. I hope I shed some value. Don't get a part-time job, guys. Let's think a little bit. Let's do something different. Let's get outside of the box a little bit. But other than that, I hope you have a terrific Tuesday. I'll be back live again tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern U.S. time. I hope to see you guys again. Chris, take care, my friend. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Email me if you want to. I'll talk to you later. All right.